Are you ready to increase your profits? Not just your income, but your actual net profits? Listen in, and I'll be sharing 3 ways that you can increase your profits. Hi, I'm Cindy J, the Visibility Wiz and the host of Biz Success in 15, where you'll learn tips and strategies about visibility, influence, and profits, and also tips on how you can step into who you are with outrageous confidence. Be sure to visit visibilitychecklist.com and download your checklist and start getting massive visibility, turn them into leads, and turn the leads into paying clients. Now, we're going to be speaking about 3 ways to increase your profits today. Actually, there are 7 top ways to get more profits, and I'll be sharing how you can find out what all 7 are at the end of the call. So know that the purpose of profits is to live your lifestyle. You could have a 6-figure business, but if you're making 100K and you have 60K in expenses, then you're only profiting 40K. And does that 40K allow you to live the lifestyle that you want? So the first thing you always need to determine is, what type of a lifestyle do you need? How much income do you need to have that lifestyle, and plus more, right? So it's really an individual thing. I know people who are 100% happy with 40K and other people who are unhappy with 500K a year. So you need to determine what is right for you. It's all about you. What do you want? What is your dream lifestyle, and how can you get your dream lifestyle? What do you need to live that? Some people, they love to travel, and that can get really expensive. So they need more income than, let's say, a homebody like me. I like going places, but for the most part, I like my home sweet home. So again, the purpose of profits is for you to live the lifestyle of your dreams. So before I get into how to increase your profits, I want you to think about everything you do on a daily basis in your business. And I challenge you to sit down and maybe for a week, write down all the tasks that you do, everything that you do while you're sitting at your desk working on your business. And then you need to ask yourself, whenever you're doing this, is this making me money? A lot of things we do are not making us money. A lot of us stay very, 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 very busy doing visibility and influence, but not following through with the profits. If you listen to my talk about visibility, and I may have even mentioned it with the influence, when you are speaking, if you're speaking and you're sharing information, then you're just speaking, you're just visible. And that's fine if that is your goal for the speaking. If you're speaking and you offer somebody a free gift to your lead magnet and to get people on your list, then you are getting leads. You're doing a lead generating activity. If you are speaking and you say, buy my stuff, now you are doing a income producing activity. Okay. Do you see the difference? Even though you're speaking, you're doing the same thing. That call to action, what you're doing at the end, nothing, you're just visible. Asking people to opt into your email list, you're lead generating. Asking for a sale, now you're in the money making activity. As I said earlier, there are 7 money making activities. So you can visit cindyjholbrook.com/money and you can grab a copy. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 3 money making activities. And every single day, yes, every single day, you need to be spending at least an hour on money making activities. It may be more. The more money making activities you do, then you can delegate a lot of the other things to other people, right? The more money you make, the more money you'll have to pay a team to where they're doing things for you, which is going to give you more time for these money making activities. And some things can be shared. So the first money making activity is email. And just as for speaking, just sending an email in of itself is not a money-making activity. If you're on my list, you get my freebie Friday, and I always list 5 free tools or things that you can utilize in your business. So that's not necessarily a money-making activity. However, if I send you an email telling you to asking you to purchase a product, or asking you for a sales conversation, that is a money-making activity. Email, I think so many people, especially new entrepreneurs, really don't pay as much attention to email as they should. Before you build a website, before you do anything, the first thing I believe any entrepreneur should do is start their email list. So what is an email list? An email list is a list of potential customers. It's a list of your leads. You need leads in order to sell to them. And your email allows you to nurture them and them to get to know you, which is great. But know that 85% of online sales come through an email. 85%. That's a huge percent. So if you're not using email, how much money are you leaving on the table? For instance, they say that if you make $1 every month for each person that's on your list. So if you have an email list of 5,000 and you are never making any offers to them, you are throwing away $5,000 a month. Think about that. If you have a list of 500, you're throwing away $500 a month. So many people, they don't want to seem pushy, or they're afraid of sending out too many emails, and they're especially afraid of asking for sales through an email. And this decreases your profits. You're leaving money on the table. Are you in business to make money? I hope so. I know everybody, I'm very spiritual myself. And sometimes I say, oh, I just want to help people. I really don't care about the money. There's very few people who do. I do have a client who is very, very wealthy, and she really doesn't care about the money. She truly, just because she has enough money, she doesn't care about the money. So she's doing it more as a philanthropy thing. But 99% of the people that start a business do it so they can create the lifestyle they want. Be it that they get to choose their own hours of when they work. Be it that they get to choose where they work, right? And so that they want to be in charge of themselves. That's why they start a business. But let's face it, we all need money to live in this world, in this society today. And how much money do you need? And if you're not asking for sales, you're not making money. So in your email, remember 85% of sales come through an email. For instance, you've all, I'm sure, been to a webinar or a masterclass, and they offer you a program. How many emails do you get after that webinar telling them, hey, you need to go sign up for my program by Sunday night. Hey, this is the last night for you to sign up for the program. They are selling. So if you're not doing that, you are leaving money on the table. So remember, email is a great way to increase your profits. If you have a decent sized email list, even let's say my friend Mary is doing this, sort of goes along with one of them, it's collaboration. But if Mary is promoting a program and I promote it through my email, and somebody purchases through my email, I get a commission from marry. So therefore, it's a money-making activity. Sending out an email about somebody else's program where you're getting a commission. Sending out an email asking somebody to a sales conversation. Sending out an email asking them to buy a $20 product or a $2,000. Any of those things are money-making activities. So you want your email to be not 100%. I would say maybe about 50%, 50-50. 50% of your emails should be income generating. The other 50% should be nurturing. Because this way, people, they don't get tired of just saying, oh, another email from Cindy here. She's trying to sell me something again. They know that I add value, such as with my Freebie Fridays. And then I have my Saturday Spotlight, where I share a blog post with you with valuable tips. I share my podcast with you, a visibility tip of the week, a tickle your funny bone, and I share with you what's happening with me. So with all of this here, then this definitely helps you I'm doing both. I'm nurturing and I'm selling. So you need to be selling on your email. It's a money-making activity if you're doing it for income generating purposes. And I think you can already see that a lot of activities you do can be multiple. They can be visibility, they can be influencing, and they can be making sales, but it all depends upon how you are doing it. The second way is through speaking. Anytime you speak, especially if you can speak and offer something for sale, it's a great opportunity. If you're speaking and you're saying, and you lead people, if you're speaking and you lead people to a sales conversation, then that's a money-making activity. If you're speaking and you're leading them to a lead, then you need to utilize your emails for them to be a money-making activity. But speaking is a great way to get in front of your audience. And you don't need to just be speaking in person. You can speak on podcasts. Speaking is also included like your Facebook Lives or on video, or even doing a masterclass. You are speaking. If you do a masterclass or a webinar and you are speaking and you're selling your program, you are doing a money-making activity. So you want to do, like I said, the more money-making activities you do, the more profits you're going to make. The third money-making activity is having sales conversations. Now, a lot of times you hear people always talk about these high-end programs and these high-end products. To work one-on-one with a coach, typically it's going to cost you a lot more than $2,000 if the coach is around. And why do I mention the $2,000? Do you know that people are happy to give you up to $2,000 from a webinar? So you're speaking one-to-many, and you have a $2,000 program. People will buy it from the webinar. But generally speaking, people will not spend more than $2,000 unless you have a one-on-one sales conversation with them. And during the sales conversation, you really want to take that time to get to know, be curious, lean in, ask them questions, ask them where they are, what they want, what their dreams are. But do not coach them on a sales conversation. That's the number one mistake people do on sales conversations. There are ways where you can do sales conversations that's going to lead to clients. If you have a one-on-one program, or even if you have a group program that's selling for $5,000 or $10,000 for the year, you want to have a one-on-one conversation for a couple of reasons. Number one, the person has to they want a stronger connection with you than just a one-to-many. But also you get to know them and you know if they're a right fit for your program. Don't take people in your program just because they have the money. Make sure they're a right fit for you. That's going to make your programs better. It's going to make you a happier business owner. Okay, as I said earlier, there's actually 7 money-making activities that you can do, and they all will increase your net profits, which is where it's all about, because that's the money that you're taking home for your lifestyle. So visit cindyjholbrook.com/money and grab your copy of the 7 money-making activities. So really quick again, for the 3 things that I shared today, money-making activities: email, speaking, and sales conversations. Those are the top 3, and it's really important. Start asking yourself, what type of sales emails can you send? Where can you speak so you can make some money? And start booking some sales conversations one-on-one to get those one-on-one clients and to get high-end clients in your high-end programs. So I hope you have a great week. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Biz Success in 15. And next week, we'll be having a guest. So I hope you join us. Big hugs. Bye-bye.